AEW confirms TV debut. Goldberg vs. Dolph Ziggler is off. Roman Reigns' SummerSlam opponent revealed. And most importantly, Brock Lesnar, the Ultimate Farmer segments are back on this episode of Greatness of Wrestling. I'm excited to be back. I'm the Forehead Squad, or Mr. Wrestling, whatever you want to call me. This is my first time filming Greatness of Wrestling, so sorry if I'm a little bad at it. Got some good stories, and I really hope you guys enjoy. Cue the intro.
Good morning, everybody. Your people so soft and lazy.
The Ultimate Farmer.
Little naive farm boy.
Country style.
Welcome to Greatness of Wrestling. We got some good stories. I am the Forehead Squad, filling in for the great one who got married and is taking a little break from right now. I'm excited to be here once again. Hosting this show. I like this show. It's the only wrestling show you should be watching. So, without further ado, let's get into it now. So, it's rumored now that the wildcard rule might end in October, and Raw and SmackDown will be separate once SmackDown moves to Fox. The plan right now is to go back to split rosters in October. There might be some crossovers, but at least the idea is that it won't be like it is now. Part of it is that Raw is under Heyman and SmackDown is under Bischoff will be made legit separate brands with completely different storylines and opposite storylines played out on both Raw and SmackDown. Well, I'm very excited for that. I can't, because I think the wild card rule is a bad idea to begin with. I mean, I'm glad they didn't entirely get rid of the brand split, but I'm glad it's coming back. I think, this whole year so far, we haven't had a brand split. Even in January, there was still, Raw stars and SmackDown stars on both shows. It's my question is what are they gonna do with the women's tag team titles and the Smack and the 24/7 title? I hope they still keep the 24/7 title because that thing's entertaining. But I'm fine if they retire the women's tag titles. They're the most meaningless belts right now in WWE. Of all the shows, Raw, SmackDown, NXT UK, NXT 205 Live, because all the championships on those shows are actually featured. The only championship that really is not featured right at the moment is the women's tag team championships. That's kind of sad. I had high expectations, but it is what it is. I think I'm very excited for the brand split to be over. Or, no, to start up again. But it's I wonder how they're going to do it. Are they going to have GMs now? Are they going to have GMs again? I hope they do. Because, I think GMs was the best way to go about it. Maybe Kurt Angle back for, I guess, SmackDown. Or, maybe Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff will, announce their roles as SmackDown and Raw commissioners, and maybe they'll be take control of being the GMs, maybe? I don't know, but I'm kind of excited. So let's talk about Roman Reigns' SummerSlam opponent. Obviously, he got attacked, and there was rumors that it was going to be Samoa Joe, which I thought was going to be most likely. Or there was actually a rumor that it could have been Buddy Murphy. But now it's actually this is the most rumored, by the way, that it's Daniel Bryan. And I think that's a good... Daniel Bryan versus Roman Reigns, I think that's a good match. I mean, you have a good heel in Daniel Bryan, and you have a good... Well, you have a baby face in Roman Reigns. And I think, and because I don't want to see Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe again. I'm not the big. Nobody ever cared about that rivalry, and it's like. But right now, and I thought, oh, Buddy Murphy versus Roman Reigns. I mean, that would be cool because Buddy Murphy coming onto SmackDown. And they really have done nothing with Buddy Murphy. Like, this guy was he was the biggest cruiserweight on 205 Live. But is what it is. So I think that match will be good. I would preferably rather see Buddy Murphy versus Roman Reigns or Buddy Murphy versus Daniel Bryan. I'd rather see one of those two, but it is what it is. I kind of care, but at the same time, I kind of don't.
The Ultimate Farmer.
I don't watch the show. Why would I watch the show?
The farmer in the dell, the farmer in the dell. Hi-ho, the dairy-o, the farmer in the dell.
Yes, the Ultimate Farmer segments are back, at least for right now. So, I want to take a look at two videos. First, the Brock Lesnar documentary, where Brock Lesnar has to say this. Roll the clip.
Of a rock star. I had 2 Hummers, Mercedes, Corvette.
Living large.
I was living, airplanes, 4 or 5 houses.
Yes, I would strongly agree with that. Brock Lesnar is a rock star. But, why does he need all those cars and airplanes? I mean, he doesn't show up on Raw. He just lives on his farm 24/7. He never leaves the farm. Never. He has to take care of his cows, goddammit. Sorry, I'm getting a little angry, but I don't think people understand. He's an Ultimate Farmer, the best Universal Champion of all time. Brock Lesnar, the Ultimate Farmer. Okay, so the second video I wanted to show you was the dream match. AJ versus Rollins. Get out of here. Daniel Bryan versus Jeff Hardy. Get out of here. But this is the main match, and I want to see this in the main event of SummerSlam. Forget Brock versus Seth. What I want to see is Brock Lesnar versus King Kong, aka a deer. Roll that clip.
Where is he? I marked him right by this tree. And I'm way off. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. My goodness.
Wow, living the life of a rock star and hunting deer at the same time, Brock Lesnar is the most hardworking human being I've ever met in my entire life. He truly is the Ultimate Farmer.
Yo, the farmer in the...
So SummerSlam this year is rumored to be 6 hours long, where I could understand why some people would not like that. I'm personally iffy about it, because it's I think I'm not crazy about staying up 6 hours, but I know it's going to be good. And SummerSlam, I think the pay-per-view card is looking great. Owens vs. McMahon's going to be good. Orton vs. Kingston, best WWE Championship rivalry so far. Let's see. I'm personally into the Universal title match. The U.S. title match looks good. The Intercontinental title match is Shinsuke vs. Ali, 2 guys who I think really deserve this spot. I think this whole pay-per-view is looking good, so it doesn't surprise me that it's going to be this long. Moving on. So the final story of today. It looks like The Miz and Dolph Ziggler are going to be facing each other at SummerSlam, but it was originally the original plans was for Dolph Ziggler to face rather Goldberg or Shawn Michaels, but both of those matches I think are officially off, and he's going to be facing The Miz. Which that seems that sucks for Dolph Ziggler because that's like a big like honor to be facing Goldberg or Shawn Michaels, at least compared to The Miz. I mean, The Miz is still good, but it's like for a guy like Dolph Ziggler, I think Shawn Michaels, it would have been like cooler for Dolph to like work with HBK. But in all realness, I think Miz versus Dolph Ziggler seems like the most obvious way to go. Because, like, they're already kind of in a rivalry. So it's like, this one makes the most sense. So I think this is a good idea. So that's it for today. I really hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Greatness of Wrestling. I'm sorry if it wasn't that good. But I'm really trying. I promise. And I really hope you guys enjoyed it. And so until next time, I will see you guys on Greatness of Raw. If the Great One is still not back yet. But until then, the Forehead Squad or Mr. Wrestling, peace, love, and hugs. It's been a pleasure.